we spent 4 months traveling around with Betty and Osweg, and now we're finally home. We're enjoying the couch, the bed, the kitchen. Well, home is still a bus, but it's so great to have some comfort.
Yeah, compared to a swag, the bus is a 5-star hotel, and it's not even joking, it's crazy. A little bit of comfort goes a long way, apparently.
By the way, today is raining, so we decided to do a video for you about the 10 best campsites we found traveling around Australia. Little disclaimer, a lot of them are in Western Australia. Well, Western Australia is big and it's great. We love Western Australia, especially the northern part.
So, without further ado, let's jump straight into it. First one on the list is a place in Eniki, Queensland. It was at Eniki Caravan Park, and it was the second stop on our trip. We loved this campsite simply for the fact that it had something to do, something unique to do, something we've never done before, and that was fossicking for gemstones. And if you haven't seen that video, go check that one out, because that's pretty fun. While we were there, everyone was super friendly. The park managers were super helpful. We were complete novices when it came to finding gemstones, and they took us through the process of what to do and what to look for. Incredibly helpful. You can buy buckets of wash there, so you don't have to go bush digging out your own dirt. You can get it there. They have a dedicated fossicking area already set up, so you don't have to do anything. You just go there, spend a little bit of money, and have a few hours of fun trying to look for your own gemstones.
Next one is the Bullara Station in the Exmouth Peninsula, Western Australia. It's a working cattle station. It has a very farm vibe feel. We love the place. They are famous for their scones, so we went there one morning and we had their scones for like $5. Can't remember. They were quite cheap though. You can also book for dinner. They have their premium quality meat from their station, of course. And when we went there, it was actually the start of the mustering. So we have seen all the workers around with the horses trying to get the cattle together. It was very fun. And it's only 1 hour from Exmouth. Campsites in Exmouth are ridiculously expensive, and that's why we stay at the Bullara Station. Everything is farm theme. The toilets, showers, they were all made using recycled farm equipment. They also have jokes in the toilets. It's a very fun place. We love Bullara. Oh, and there are a lot of walks to do. So even if you are 1 hour from Exmouth, if you have a 4-wheel drive, there are 4-wheel drive trucks that take you to the beach, so you can go fishing. Otherwise, if you have a Betty, you can just walk around and explore all the trucks in the farm. It's a beautiful place. We love the Bullara Station.
Number 3 on the list was our first stop of the trip, and it's a place called Mount Hay, which is close to Rockhampton in Queensland. Mount Hay was cool because 1, it was the first stop on our trip, and 2, we could do another fun activity there, which is hunting for thunder eggs, which is another form of semi-precious stones, but they're not worth much. The fact that you can hunt for thunder eggs, we've only ever seen that in Mount Hay, so that makes it a unique experience to that campsite. It was super fun. It was super cheap. I think it was $15, and you could whatever you could carry, you could take home with you. And they cut it up in front of you so you could see what you found.
Included on the $15, you have some cuts, so they will pick out what they think is they're going to be the best thunder eggs, and they're going to cut 5 or 6 for you. And then you can pay a little bit extra if you want more of your thunder eggs cut. You will find a lot of them. It's not something hard to do. You will guarantee you will get back home with something. Yeah, a lot.
We ended up with 2 plastic bagfuls, and we took them all around Australia.
Next one is again in Western Australia. A beach campsite, a beautiful, beautiful spot. I think one of the most, if not the most fun campsite in which we have ever been to. First of all, we found an awesome site in front of the beach. I think there is not a caretaker. I think you just pay at the entrance, you leave the money in a box, and then you go find your own site. And the The particular thing about this campsite is that it has a lot of games that you can play. It has a basketball court, it has bocce that you can play, it has mini golf. The showers again are made by recycled farm equipment. Very fun place. And because it is in Western Australia, it was not too busy. Thinking Western Australia is never too busy. Very cheap too. I really enjoy it.
Next one is a place called Waroora Station, which is just down the road a little bit from Boolarra Station. Waroora Station is it's a cattle station. It's on the coast of Western Australia, so absolutely beautiful spot. Don't take the wrong dirt track to get in if you're in a little car, because you will get bogged. They send you a little welcome email, you read that before you go, and it gives you the right directions and the right track on how to get there. Helpful if you read that before you go. But Waroora Station, like I said before, is a working cattle station on the beautiful coast of Western Australia. Quite an empty campsite when we went there. There was not a lot of people around. Check-in, the people were very, very friendly, very helpful. Realised we weren't in a four-wheel drive vehicle. We're happy to point out walking tracks to get to the beach. Very quiet. The water was a little bit salty, so take your own drinking water. Facilities were clean. But the draw card to this campsite is definitely the coastline and the ocean and the scenery. Because once you get up the top of the dunes and you see the ocean, absolutely stunning. You go there the right time of year, you'll be able to see whales swimming past. The water is a beautiful blue that is pretty rare to see. Sand's beautiful and white. Apparently very good fishing again. Don't go swimming there, dangerous currents and sharks.
The beach though, well, the water was one of the best water we have seen around Australia, apart from Esperance. Next campsite is the Big Four in Denmark. Usually we don't go to Big Four or Discovery Parks because they are very expensive. This one was actually quite affordable, and if you go on Power you can choose your own site. It's not close to anything remarkable, no remarkable beach or a remarkable town, but if you are on the way, the campsite is a very cool campsite, has a lot of space, and the best thing is that there are all these kangaroos that they come really close to your site, and there are a lot of them, and you can cook dinner and you see kangaroos on your side. It's very, very cool. Also, the toilets and shower have their own little cabin, so you can have a shower, go to the toilet in peace without being next to someone else in a cubicle. Very nice campsite. Also, toilets and shower very, very clean. We really enjoyed it. We stayed, I think, a couple of nights. We were planning to stay only one night, and we stayed longer because it was a really awesome campsite.
Next one on the list, if you're headed towards Darwin, there's a campsite called Lazy Lizard. I believe it's about an hour and a half north of Katherine from memory. Definitely worth checking it out. It's a very cool campsite. Just off the highway, very easy to get to, very easy to check in, check out. Everyone's super friendly. They have a general store / kiosk where you can buy any supplies that you might need when you check in. And the campsite itself has plenty of room and completely unique buildings again. The building facilities are very clean, very unique, handmade basins and doorknobs and things like that. It just had a really unique feel, very unique style, and everyone was super friendly. I think there was, and it has a pool and a pub next door too, so that counts towards something.
The next one is the Barkly Homestead. It is on the way between Rockhampton and Darwin, so if you happen to do that road, and you probably will if you are going around Australia, we highly recommend stopping in that campsite. It's like a little oasis in the middle of the Australian desert. Everything is green somehow. Everything is well taken care of. It has a beautiful cafe and pub that it looks like it was taken out of the Sunshine Coast or Bondi Beach and put in the middle of the Australian desert.
And the pub had a happy hour from 4 to 5, $5 beers.
Yes, that was great.
Another one on the list, also from Western Australia, is a place called Menzies. Menzies was on our way to visit the ghost town, the Gwalia ghost town, and if you haven't seen that video, check that one out as well. So if you're going to the ghost town, stay in Menzies. Menzies would be super easy to just drive through because it's another dot on the map, but the campsite itself was super easy to check in. It's an online check-in, they give you codes, the gate, everything else. And once we got in there, it was very quiet and very peaceful. Compared to some of the places we'd stayed to previously, it was, because of the peace and quiet, it was a much needed break from just noise and people in general. Power and water was super cheap, the sites themselves were well spaced out, everyone was super quiet and friendly, the facilities were cleaned daily, were super clean, and the town was unique. It had a lot of old machinery, a lot of old buildings, the pub itself was very cool, and yeah, I really like Menzies.
Yeah, and was empty. I've never seen a town so empty. Was awesome. Very, very quiet, and we even met a nice man who gave treats to our puppy. Okay, last one on our list, and this is our favorite. We also did a video, the best beach campsite in Western Australia, and it is Cape, I can't say that.
Cape Caradron.
Thank you. It is beautiful campsite in northern Western Australia. You have all the sites overlooking the ocean. There is a lot of space. It's very spread out, so you don't have to be on top of your neighbor. We met some awesome people. We met people who have been staying there for 3 weeks. You can go down to the beach and have a walk, but I think that the best view is actually from above, from the site, and I think pretty much all the sites are on the water. Very cheap campsite. Unfortunately, it doesn't have shower or water, so we could stay there only one night and we used our little camp shower. But if you have a caravan and you are more organized than us, definitely stay there a few days because it's a beautiful, beautiful place. That coast of northwest Australia, it has a series of beach campsites that are just amazing. And if you go off season, they are actually free. If you go on high season, you pay, I think, between $15 and $30 per night. But definitely worth paying a little bit more. Beautiful, beautiful campsites.
Yeah, the whole north top end, pretty much from Broome down to just before Perth, is amazing. The water's something else. You'll never see anything like it until you get to Esperance. But yeah, Western Australia is tops. It's completely different to the East Coast. So if you've only seen the East Coast, the West Coast will blow your mind.
We made a map on Wikicamp. If you don't know what is Wikicamp, you need to download it if you're traveling around Australia. It is an app that has all the campsites around Australia. We use it all the time. We made a map of all the campsites in which we have been to, and if I can manage to find out how to share it, I will leave the link in the description so you can see all the campsites in which we have been during this trip. We also have 2 more videos about the best campsites that we have visited, not during this trip, but before, when we were traveling around with the bus. I will leave them in the description as well. Now we are going to stop this video and turn on the fan because it's very hot here. Merry Christmas, guys. Thank you for following us this year.
Yep, and we'll see you in the next year, hopefully. Fingers crossed. We've got some big plans. We won't say anything just yet. That'll be a future video, but we will see you in the next year. So stay safe. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and we'll see you in the next one.